Hey gang, Jeff Lindsay here. It is Saturday the 27th. It's probably about 80 degrees in the shop today and about 92 or 3 on the outside. So we're enjoying a little bit of air conditioning and fan, and been doing a little work. Going to try to keep this video short, as this has been done and documented well by Russ at R Restorations, and of course we left off with a little frustration with the some of the findings, and then we just decided to press on, and we built some brackets instead of ordering some. And today we replaced a good bit of the trunk pan and got all the rusted stuff out. Fabricated another piece to go on this lip and come up and go out so that it would mirror fairly closely what we had done on the other side. Looks pretty good. Checked my measurements, and Mark at Faster Cat, I want to thank you for bringing that up, making sure that I got all that back in the right spot. And what I did was took the bumper and actually put the bumper up there before I did this side. And there's a couple of studs on the bumper that go in these guide holes. A little bit of this is missing on the other side, but there's still enough of it there that I knew where that side would go. Matched it up. It ended up coming up in this groove line very well. I snugged that bumper in place and got my measurements so that those brackets and the pieces that I fabbed onto the end of the trunk pan would all correspond correctly, and hopefully that's going to be good there. Had a time with this side, and I do apologize about not being able to kind of do some work and bring you back and that type of stuff. I'm recording on an iPad, and my videoing skills are about as good as my fabrication skills on cars. It's in the beginning stages. So what I do is just do what I'm going to do and then make a video and show the end result. And until I get either a camera or maybe there's an app to go with this that will allow me to start, stop, start, stop, this is just the way it's going to have to be for now. But again, I won't go into any great detail. This is what it is, and like I say, it's been documented well, but I'm pretty happy with it. I'm glad that I didn't give up. I really thought about it. I thought about giving up because of the stuff we talked about on the quarters. But you got to keep in mind, it's a 45-year-old deal. I mean, that should be half the fun, is finding all the stuff that you need to replace, and making sure that you take your time and don't get in a hurry. I mean, this, you watch some of these shows on TV overhauling, and and they've got a team of professionals in there that completely rebuild a car in 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, and it can be a little discouraging if you let it. And I've decided to quit watching those shows. So there again, just wanted to do a quick update on the progress I made today. As you can see, that inner cross rail or inner tail panel, whatever it's called, is just clamped up just to kind of size it up, and it looks like very similar situations with fitment in this area, and I'll do the same. I'll actually go back and re-watch the way Russ did this. He's obviously done his homework when it comes to this stuff, and that's a great help to me, and I know it is to others, as well as other folks that are doing these projects are or big help to folks like me who are just getting in it. So a little concerned about some fitment here, a little gap here, but I think there's enough movement in that I can clamp this up once I drill for my spot welds, hopefully. I'm also going to go back and look at Russ's video to see what's going on in this area. I'm not real sure about all this. So I'll be coming to your channel, Russ, and checking all that out. But again, pretty happy with it. I took Mr. Fireman 164's advice everywhere that I patched and welded, and I know this is something that a lot of people know. Just I didn't know it, and I knew I could ask Roger, and as well as I could have probably asked a lot of folks. But he was doing body work, and he was in that stage on what he's doing, and so I posed a question and got my answer. Everywhere I welded in my patch area, I came back with the short strand stuff first after grinding down the welds. And went over it with fiberglass, and then I just did a light spraying of rattle can primer just to make sure I didn't start getting any rust. Probably go back over all that, sand it down once it's time. I'm going to try to complete the bottom of it with a good primer and paint once I get it back on the rotisserie, and then of course the outside part of the car I'll let somebody else do, which I've already mentioned. But bumper brace brackets are done. It'll be the tail panel, inner tail panel next, and hopefully we'll get a chance to work on that tomorrow. And maybe tonight I can sit down and do a little homework on how-to videos and be able to stop and start and bring you guys along with some of the fabbing of some of this stuff, and it might be a little more interesting than just showing you a finished deal. But again, thanks to everybody. Thanks to my subscribers. I got a few new ones this past week, and I appreciate that. And we are going to drudge on from here and call it a video. And have a good weekend. Thanks.